How's it going, New World? Sethphir here, and today we are back with another video. This time we are going to be talking about leveling up weapons. So I've been spending some time on this. As you can see, pretty much all of my weapons are level 20, and the reason why I did this is because I want to be ready for any sort of meta or changes in the future that would shift the power balance of the weapons. So I want to be able to play all weapons and have a gear set for each of those, so that maybe if I just want to have fun and experiment with them, I can as well. So I would also recommend this to you because it is something to do with your time right now that will give you value into the future. We know that there is a patch coming up in December and is likely to shift a few things, so it may be good use of your time right now to start preparing for that. So I know there's a lot of guides out there talking about leveling weapons and all that cool stuff. So I tried out pretty much everything that I could see. And the sweet spot that I found for leveling weapons was monsters that are level 40 plus. This tends to be the best go-to. The second best sweet spot would be any monster that is below level 40 but elite. So if they are an elite monster below level 40, that is also a good spot to go for leveling. The monsters above level 40 that are elite generally tend to just take too long to kill and aren't worth the XP unless you have a super sleek tryhard set and group that's willing to farm it out, but not a lot of people have that, right? So we're talking about leveling up your weapons, just you, or maybe you and a buddy that's just chilling, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that, as we are going to have quite a few options here. These are the last two weapons that I am leveling up, so I'm going to use that for this example. So I wanted to share you my favorite spot and also talk about a lot of spots. So the other spots that I know about, that a lot of people know about, like Misty Burrow. This is a good place with a lot of zombies. There's big pools there. They can give you quite a bit of XP, but the problem with that one is it tends to be crowded, and that's going to be the theme for a lot of these areas. There's another spot in Slumbering Echoes, which is the same thing, a lot of high density mobs in an area, but it also tends to get crowded quite a bit. Great Cleave is a phenomenal area for this, as there are quite a lot of monsters in that 40 level range. There used to be a spot in Scorpius, which was pretty good, but that was before the 1.1 patch, as the 1.1 patch has changed a lot of things, and now some spots that were good for leveling weapons are no longer good, as the tentacles have been added into the Scorpius area, and it just completely ruins the whole farm. I know there is some really nice locations in the Restless Shore, especially in Channel View Post and Ocean View Post, as they have a lot of melee pirates that you can gather towards the gates at the door and AoE them down, and it will give you quite some nice experience. So these are going to be your prime locations, is going to be going for things that have a high density of mobs in the area that are right around 40 plus. The other locations would be elite areas, like this Brightwood Isle. Level 35 elites are fantastic to group up in AoE. You can do quite a bit of damage here, and it does yield a lot of XP. But there is usually a lot of people on this island because they know that. And then the tried and true Dead Man's Cove down in Monarchs is also an area with level 25 pirates, and everybody and their grandmother is here. Let me tell you, there's so many players at Dead Man's Cove trying to level up their weapons. It's just impossible. It would be fantastic if there was no one there. But unfortunately, that is the way it is, right? I also even tried out some areas like this Unbalanced, not Unbalanced, what's this place? Stone Skull Fort, yes. Level 40 elite mobs, but the mobs there generally tend to do this, like, damage reduction move, and some of them explode and you don't get full damage, so it wasn't a good area. So that's why I recommend that below 40 elite spot, right? So I'm going to show you my personal favorite spot, and that's going to be right here next to the Tempest Valley Shrine. If we go directly east of that, you will enter this mine area, Defiler Excavation, and that is the spot in question here. You will come up this ramp starting here, and you will enter the mines, and you'll walk your way all the way up here following the pings until you finally get here and enter the mines down low. There are a few supply chests along the way, namely right here where I'm pinging, and also over here to the side. So if you want to pick those up on the way in, make sure to go ahead and do so, as it could have trophies. But let's go ahead and walk into the mines, and we'll show you what we're working with here. So make sure to keep a few potions on your hotbar, and make sure you have your food buff going. The type of potions that you will get from this farm will be powerful pots. So I just use these that I find and pick up along the way to help me out and make my farm easier. So when you enter the mines, the first pull here is actually pretty good, but it's not the best pull in the dungeon, but we'll go ahead and grab it right now. I call this a dungeon because I've spent a lot of time in here. Man, I've spent so many hours, but to be fair, I get from about spending an hour here, I get about 15 levels on a weapon if I have this place to myself. So it's quite generous, it really is. But you know, times that by all the weapons that you're doing, you can see that it could add up. So we'll pull these monsters here, and then we'll start to go to town as we clear them out. We should get quite a large sum of experience. In my general findings, it tends to be about 500 plus per pull. As you can see, 506 on the rapier experience. And then we got a little straggler, so we'll go ahead and clear him up. And we'll just pop one of these little tiny potions to keep me full and going along the way. Next, you'll move directly to the left and you will enter the main room. And this is going to be my first main pull. Oh no, there's somebody in my spot. That is unfortunate. So my first main pull will be here, and we will just be gathering up these guys. You will pick up this named monster as well as some of these other mobs along the way. And we will move up here and grab the people on the side and go in towards the next section. So once you get these guys in this small little area hallway here, this is where you will start to fight them. And we can go ahead and clean them up pretty quickly with ease. Do keep in mind that the name monster likes to stun you and sort of like do these like pretend like he's Zack from League of Legends or something and like throw sticky hands at you. So just make sure to focus him down and take him out, as he can cause some problems. But as you can see, another 550 XP. And we'll go ahead and go up here. This is gonna be, that would be the first pull you would do, and then you would come along this side and you would gather up a lot of these guys in this next section. So the next one would be right here, so we can get the attention of all these guys by walking into melee range. And we should have it now, so we'll go ahead and head up the hill. As we can see, we got a slew of people chasing us. If you are a ranged character, you will be able to grab the guys over here. But since I'm not ranged, I'm just gonna grab the guys down from the bottom and start to damage these guys. Here in this little choke point, this is a nice place to fight them as they all kind of funnel in pretty easily. And it also gives you like the hill advantage. So you see that gun guy there, he went ahead and hopped over to the other side for me. So that was 300 plus an additional 100 here, so about 400. And then the cleanup on this guy should bring me up to about a 450 range if I could actually kill him. All right, he's dead. Okay, now we'll go ahead and move into the final area as we will get these guys on the ramp here and go ahead and move up here and start to gather the rest of the monsters. We're gonna go ahead and gather a few of these guys, as we have some of these loners here in the corner that like to stare off into space, so make sure you grab these guys as well, but be careful not to get trapped in a corner. That's gonna be your worst nightmare here dealing with this. So try to get them in a line and a nice cluster and allow yourself some space to escape to the side, because if they trap you up against the wall, you will die. And this could be the part where it gets dangerous. So make sure to just kind of sidestep and do that. As you can see, we got 550 XP there. That's going to be one of the better pulls in this dungeon. So you're just going to rinse and repeat that process. And I can just simply walk over here and go ahead and reset that. There are also 2 extra treasure chests in this location. It's going to be the storage stockpiles or the supply stockpiles right there. And then up the scaffolding area here, there's a little ramp right there that'll get you up to this area. You can go up there and you can pick those up. They're on about an hour cooldown. The same's with the ones outside. And there's a few platinum veins in the area. If you want to pick those up with some sort of mining luck trophies, you can definitely get gems and a lot of cool things like that. So once that's done, you've done the 3 sections in this main room. You will just simply rinse and repeat. And as you can see, our friend the name monster is back up in action, and we would just simply drag all these guys over here again and repeat that process until your weapon is maxed. So it's about, you know, 500 weapon mastery per pull, and you're going to be able to get that quite often, as these is an infinite respawn here, so you're not going to have any issues waiting on anything, assuming that you have the location to yourself. And the enemies will provide you potions to, you know, keep your health up, so you never really have to stop or anything. And as you can see, I have 106 vials of Azoth. That's all from this spot. every single one of these vials is from this spot. I'd never have to worry about Azoth ever again, just dealing with all of this stuff. So I hope this spot and this location will help you out, as it is my personal favorite, and it's definitely where I got every single one of my weapons to level 20 maxed. It's very, very fast and efficient. So thanks for your time and watching, everyone. If you have any great spots as well, make sure to comment down below. Maybe I've missed a location. Maybe you have something that is better than this. But as from what I have seen, this is a very good spot, and it's isolated. Not a lot of people know about it, and I know making this video will tip a lot of people off to it. Don't worry, there's spots on the outside that you can go here and up the ramp, so you don't have to be in this main cave. And this is definitely fine to do with 2 people. I've even done it with 3 people all in the same party. So if someone shows here, just simply invite them, right? Group up, and you guys can get them done faster. You can start doing the extra loops on the outside while you wait on some respawns. It's totally fine. So make sure to let me know down below if you found a spot that even beats this spot. I would be interested in that. Or maybe you found some other areas as well that work well for you. But remember that all servers are different, and populations will cause certain areas to be crowded, maybe not crowded. So just keep that in mind and take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt. All right, well, with that being said, make sure to subscribe, like, and hit the bell. We also have a join button if you wish to become a member down below, and a Discord in the description link, so be sure to check those out. Thanks for your time and watching the video, and we will catch you in the next one.